Rock 100.5 KATT. I am Cameron Buchholtz here with Adam of Saint Asonia. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Nice to be here.
Indeed, just hanging out at the old Diamond Ballroom here in South Oklahoma City, and it's been like 6 years I think since you guys have played this venue, or maybe more, closer to 8.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I remember we came to do KATTFest. That was, I guess that was 2018 probably.
I think 2019. Were you on the one with Manson?
No, we were. Oh, was Manson on that? Yeah, we were actually. That's right. It was Manson and I think Filter was there as well.
Yeah, and I think Bad Wolves and yeah, indeed. Because I think you've actually done 3 KATTFests.
Yeah.
First being back in 2015, and if I remember right, it was one of your first half a dozen shows that you guys did.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, we did a few festivals when we first came out as a band or whatever. So
yeah, you debuted at Rock on the Range and sort of eased it out.
Yeah.
But now a lot's changed since then. I mean, in fact, tonight, of the people on stage, you will be the only person that played that 2015 show. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, well, just some changes over the years, you know. Yeah, the original lineup was myself and Corey Lowry and Rich Bedeau and Mike Mushak. And Mike Mushak's still in the band, so it's me and Mike. But Corey Lowry left to play guitar with Seether. You know, I think at the time we were basically on a break, and Seether was going out, and they needed somebody. So yeah, and we're all kind of friends. We're like this little group of friends. Sure. So it was a good opportunity for me to invite Kale, my cousin, into the band and to play bass and stuff. And same with Cody. You know, Rich had some other stuff to do, so you know, got Cody on board, and here we are. I mean, this lineup is the lineup. But we have because Mike's busy. He's pretty busy with Stained and stuff too. So we sort of have to balance that out, and so he's doing stuff with Stained. So we have Tavis Stanley, another friend of ours, and a great guitar player, filling in for Mike. So yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of how it works nowadays, it seems like. I mean, you just kind of have to, nobody has just one project, and it's, you know, that's just nature of the beast now, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've got a few projects now. Well, I mean, really, I've got two projects, but it's enough, you know. Yeah.
And now, is it sort of annoying to juggle that with Mike and just be like, no, man, you need to, you know, screw the arenas, come, you know?
Yeah, no. Yeah, when Mike and I started the band, we both we talked about that, like what, you know, the chances of Stained reuniting and doing stuff, and so no, it was always kind of expected, you know. So yeah, and we just figured we'd cross the bridge when we got to it, and yeah,
you got a full 6 years with no Stained there, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we did have a lot of time. So yeah, no, it's good though. This lineup's great. The live show is killer. So yeah, no complaints. You know?
And talk to me about this co-headline with Blackstone Cherry, because it makes a lot of sense. So much so that even the artwork of the 2 albums makes sense together on a poster. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, well, they're great guys, and we've been talking about it for a long time, just doing some kind of tour together. So I'm really glad it worked out.
And now with you guys kind of flip-flopping nights of who goes, do you have a preference of I like to play last, or do you find that the first is kind of a sweet spot?
It just depends. Every night's different, you know. We're only 3 shows in, so this is the 4th. I think this is the 4th show, so it's kind of hard to put a judge. I mean, the crowds have been great, and both slots seem to, you know, go over pretty well. So
nice. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a really solid package that just makes a lot of sense. And in terms of new music, where are you kind of at? Because it's been, I mean, I don't remember, what, year and a half-ish since the first EP of Introvert Expert came out, and then maybe just a little over a year since the second, right?
Right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and we're still, I mean, we just put out one of the songs from Extrovert, a song called Wolf, with John Cooper from Skillet is featured on that track. So that's out now, and we're always working on stuff, on new music. So I do think that at some point later in the year we'll have something, whether it's another maybe another EP or even just a single or something. We're always working on stuff, so it's we'll see.
And the way things are released now, it's it's who it doesn't matter really.
No, it's not like put out a full length and 3 years later put out another one, and it's a lot different now for sure.
I mean, was that kind of your mindset of doing the 2 EPs as opposed to just one record?
For sure. Just the way that people consume music now, it's especially even after the pandemic, it seemed like everybody was putting stuff out there, and it was very so we just thought just better idea to put out just a smaller batch of songs at a time, and just easier maybe for people to digest, I guess.
It just makes it hard when you're trying to sell vinyl.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, unless you can put it. I mean, our idea, putting out Introvert and then Extrovert and putting them together as one was the goal. So vinyl is a good idea for that. I think a double vinyl.
Yeah, indeed.
Or side, I guess. Right? You don't need double.
And how does your kind of writing process work with Saint Asonia? Are you kind of sending stuff back and forth with Mike all the time, or do you dedicate a certain time, or go visit him in Boston, or what?
No, we tend to send ideas back and forth. For the last 2 EPs, Introvert and Extrovert, he was working on Stain stuff, so he was writing with Stain. So it was, he wasn't as involved in that writing process. But there's still, I mean, he still played guitar and he did write solos and stuff for some of the songs. So, but it's always a bit different. Like when I'm at home, time off, I'm always going into my studio to sit down and record some riffs or melodies or whatever it is. So, it's always different. But generally, we send ideas back and forth. And then when we're all on the bus together, like on a tour, it's pretty cool to sit together and just kind of go through ideas in the back of the bus.
When you recorded the last record, did you record it at the same time, or were you in different places to do that as well?
Yeah, we did record it all at the same time in Toronto, in a studio in Toronto. Yeah.
Nice, because that's not even necessary now, but it does seem weird though when it's all just pieced together.
Yeah, the main thing was recording drums, but I mean, for me, I want to be around the guys and be around everybody when we're actually recording. So get into a big studio, a proper studio, and do the drums, and then head off to a smaller studio that's just to do the rest.
Indeed, man. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. Just appreciate the quick chat. And, it's weird. I think this is the first Saint Asonia show in Oklahoma City that is not specifically branded as Rock 100.5 the KATT show, because I think you've done the 3 KATTFests and a Christmas show with us. So this is the first one. But so always great to have you here, man, and appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.